My name is Joshua Godek, and I'm here today to talk to you about Agape FC, the love of football free. Our mission is to spread the love of soccer to those who do not have the opportunity to play in organized competition. There are 17 million kids in the United States, and many of them do not have the chance to play in organized sports. As we'll get into in later slides, the barrier of entry is simply too high in the United States. You have to pay to play. The majority of the world, this is not an issue. But in the United States, those kids, they need to pay to play. And in many of those families do not have the ability to do that. And for this reason, countless kids miss the opportunity to develop those life skills that come from playing in an organized team. And they also miss the opportunity to become great stars who can one day help our country prosper on the world stage. These are two examples of men who were given a chance as a young kid, and they came from these lower income inner city areas, and one day a coach came and saw them playing and said, "Hey, I want to give that kid a chance. I'm going to sponsor this kid. I'm going to train him. I'm going to give him the tools necessary to succeed on the world stage." And now Thierry Henry and Mbappe on the right, they are two of the most world-renowned players. They make $60 million a year, all because someone invested in them and gave them a chance to play. In the US, there may be one-off situations here and there, but typically this is not being done. Kids are not being given the opportunity to succeed because of the pay-to-play barrier. And as you can see from the countries with the most World Cup titles, it's those countries who invest in those kids, those lower income kids, and give them the chance to succeed on the world stage. If you look at Brazil, 90% of the Brazilian team comes from the slums, they call it. And Argentina, the same thing. They just won the last World Cup, so it's not even shown on this graph. But the same thing in Argentina. They give kids the chance to play. Kids do not need to pay to play. If you have skills, they'll give you the opportunity, and they'll give you the chance and the training. And we know, aside from succeeding on the world stage, the benefits for youth are so numerous. Right now, 1 in 3 kids in the United States is obese, or overweight. So simply just from the physical health aspect alone, giving kids a chance to play in organized sports will do tremendous good for kids. Giving them a goal, something to look forward to, something to work towards, so they can develop their physical health. And then this goes along with their emotional and their social and their mental health as well. From just being a part of a team, having a purpose, can do a world of good for their mental and social health as well. And now is a great time to be a part of it because the interest in soccer has grown astronomically. The last World Cup, the interest in soccer sparked 33% in the United States. Well, guess what? In 2026, we're hosting another World Cup. So that interest is expected to be 136 million people who are interested in soccer. But we don't want those kids who can't afford to play to be left behind. So right now I'm showing you the typical average payment for one kid for one season. And soccer is a 2-season sport, fall and spring. Sometimes you have winter sessions, summer clinics. But just for one fall or spring season, it costs $1,500 for a kid to be able to play. And even if you break that down into a payment plan of $200 a month, $210 a month, it's not possible. It's not financially sustainable for these parents to be able to afford their kids to play. So as we've started Agape FC, so many parents have come to me thanking me, saying, "I was only able to afford one season for my kid, but I couldn't keep making those payments." Or, "I have 3 kids and I could maybe afford for one kid to play, but then my other 2 kids, they just wouldn't have the chance, and that's not fair." So these parents have come to us thanking us for giving their kids the chance to play because they simply cannot afford it. And really, the reason that soccer is the most popular sport in the world is it doesn't take too much. You need a field, which Agape FC will secure fields for these kids, a place for them to play, provide a ball, a gear if they need. And then we have a whole network of volunteer coaches who give their time to help develop these kids, to work with them so they can become better people and better players. And then we'll even provide that travel if you need, to be able to get them to practice, get them to the games when maybe their parents are working and they can't make that commitment to get them to practice. So what Agape FC has done is amazing. We've taken that $1,500 per kid and we've cut those expenses down to $1,500 per team. That's with a volunteer network of passionate coaches, passionate individuals who sacrifice their time to give these kids a chance to play. And if you take that $1,500 per team, that translates to $80 per kid. And that's not the price that they pay. That's just the price it is for us to run this organization. So that's why we're asking today, if you want to be a sponsor, you can be a team sponsor. You could sponsor 17 kids to be able to play. Or you could simply be a player sponsor and help that one kid get that opportunity to play, break down that barrier. So if you want to join this fight to change lives, to develop youth, and to eventually make American soccer great, join our team at theagapefc.org. Donate today. Sponsor a team, or sponsor a player, or sponsor 2 or 3 players, and you'll forever make an impact in those kids' lives. Thank you for listening, and please reach out to me if you have questions, if you want to learn more, if you want to come see us in action, see us making a difference on the field. So thank you, and have a great day.